these things. They're not even facts. Please bring up solid facts. See, you're arguing with someone evidence. What evidence? That's what you're saying. You're arguing with someone that went to law school. Does it make sense to you?
No, but when we took that oath, we promised to get justice for the innocent. And you know my dad really likes it. Can you just shut up and do as you're told?
You know, there's a reason she's a respected law professor, and your dad is a disgraced lawyer under Grace Jones.
Keep my dad's name
out of your mouth. Or what? No, what? Yeah, baby, no, he's a disgraced lawyer.
Hey, enough. We know he killed her. That's not our business. But I've told you guys before, in court, the truth doesn't matter. It's whoever can tell the best story that wins.
Yeah, but if we force him to testify, we're basically forcing him to commit perjury.
Then we make sure that doesn't happen.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of the people of Lagos State versus Daniel Dewale. Are both sides ready?
Ready for the people, Your Honor.
Ready for the defense, Your Honor. That's the prosecution's star witness, Mrs. Mustafa. Now, she was the only one present at the scene of the alleged murder. Discrediting her basically guarantees a win. Now, how do you suggest we do that?
We can try to convince the jury that she's a pathological liar, or we can argue that she was aware of what she saw for sure.
Good, and how do we do that?
Old and uses glasses, we can get her prescription and see what we can find.
Bamidele and Tisha, get on that.
What's Bamidele?
Mr. Dawa sent me because they had 5 teen girls.
Witness.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Mustafa. How are you feeling today?
I'd rather skip pleasantries. Let's get to this.
Where were you on the night of the murder?
I had just finished having my bath. I closed my boots. I was about to sleep.
Thanks, but you've still not answered my question. Where were you?
I was in my room.
Okay, so how did you see my client commit the murder? Mrs. Mustafa.
Fine, sorry. I saw him drag a black bag across the floor. He seemed angry, but he had this weird smile on his face like he had just accomplished something.
Accomplished what, Mrs. Mustafa?
Objection. Cause for speculation.
Sustained.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Do I have your permission to treat this witness as hostile?
You may.
Like, how far away were you from the scene of the murder?
Say 20 meters, give or take.
Are you sure?
I mean, I'm not an expert. That's just my opinion.
You're sure to it, correct?
Yes.
Well, from the CCTV footage we obtained, you're about 25 meters away from the scene of the crime. So I'd say your guess was pretty accurate. Mrs. Mustafa, can you please remove your glasses and tell me how many fingers I'm holding?
Objection, Your Honor. My witness's eyesight is not on trial here, and I do not see the relevance.
Well, Your Honor, if you let me finish, we'd see where I'm going with this.
I'll allow it. Answer the question.
2 fingers.
Did you have your glasses on around the time the murder was committed? Because according to our CCTV footage, you did it.
Objection. Asked and answered.
Overruled.
Besides, this footage wasn't admitted into discovery.
You're making a mistake, PA. If you'd done your job properly, you your team.
I'm sorry, I did what you paid me to do.
To be clear, did you just confess to perjury?
You don't have to answer that.
I'm sorry. She told me to say that it was him. He trusted me with prison. And I do want to. Just please forgive me.
That's all, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am now going to read to you the law that you must follow in deciding this case. To prove the crime charged against the defendant, the prosecution must prove this to you, that the defendant murdered Adebayo. If each of you believe that the prosecution proved this beyond reasonable doubt, then you must find the defendant guilty. But if you believe the prosecution did not prove any one of these things beyond reasonable doubt, then you must find the defendant not guilty.
Three.
Now, wow, I've already started filming.
Action.
Wait for already talking now. You forget to your 3, 2, 1 too much.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
I should not get my name. Hey.
3, 2, 1. Action. 2, 1. Action.
Order! Order! If each of you believe that the prosecution proved this beyond reasonable doubt, then you should find the defendant guilty. But if you believe the prosecution did not prove any one of these things to you, reasonably doubt, then you may beyond this. No, wait, Tommy, come see with
Beyond reasonable doubt.
beyond these things beyond reasonable doubt. Stop.
I love that we have some.
Round already. What other facts?
Do you go to law? Do you know anything about that?
Maybe because of the fact that when we took that oath, we promised to get justice for the innocent, and you know my dad was like that.
What are you even saying? What do you have to say about this?
Can you just?
No, there's nothing that time by the dad is dead. Hey, yeah, baby, no, this goes for it.
Enough. We know you killed her. That doesn't matter. But I've told you before, in court, the truth doesn't matter.
But we force him to testify. We're basically forcing him to commit perjury.
What is this accent? Did you have your glasses on around the time the murder was committed? Because according to our CCTV.
Objection.
Objection, they suit your mouth.